Hi everybody, it's Steve Olson. It's June 21st. It's in the evening time here, Central Time. Coming to you to kind of give you an update on some of the wonderful subscriber photos we're getting, and this first one is amazing. This is being taken with UV-IR lenses and capturing very, very clear pictures of the blue orb. I enhanced it a little bit, and then also the red orb above the sun. And what's amazing about the photographs that are coming in from subscribers around the world is they're just getting better and better and more convincing and more convincing. So please keep sending in those photographs to olson.stevend@gmail.com. So here is a picture from one of our Mexican webcams. And what's interesting and we're starting to see is these blacked sun, if you will, black sun rays. And you can actually start to determine a shape of something behind the sun. And then here's a closer picture of one of those concentric circles that we saw around the halo in the UK from the opening segment. And the reason I wanted to talk about halos a little bit today is because from Plattsburgh and a variety of other places, the halo is extremely dark and heavy and easy to see today, including objects that were kind of in the halo area. And it's just been from kind of all over the world. This one is from the United Kingdom, and you can see again the big halo. Again, these are current photographs from the 20th or the 21st of June. And then here's another really clear halo shot from Florida. And the reason I want to talk about the halo is because we keep thinking that it's some kind of a shield or something. And you can see here's the big red orb where it actually looks like it's blocking or eclipsing the sun. But here I wanted to get into the Sharon Harbeck analysis on a photograph of the sun that she did recently, where they were able to really enhance the photograph and look at it in a very deep way. And she was able to actually look at this thing and actually see like little shells, or perhaps it's the shape of the shield that we're looking at, or an object in front of the sun. The next one I wanted to show you is from ISS, and this is from a lot of pictures I've gotten today, where we're actually seeing a big red orb now starting to appear on the horizon from the ISS photography. So I think this is a very interesting development in terms of where, in terms of some of the photography around the halo and the red, big orb and things like that back up behind the sun. So I just woke up this morning and I got a note from one of the subscribers to look at Quasar, and sure enough, we've got something going on there. Savannah skies, how weird. I pulled this WSO all skycam image from today and wanted to show it to you because it shows three orbs, and those three dark orbs are showing up in a lot of photographs. So if you see a photograph that you take and you see part of the sky is kind of blackened out in a triangle shape like that, let me know, because I'm starting to collect a lot of evidence on this three orb configuration. I actually took some photographs from the SOHO spacecraft back in February. I'm going to try to dig them up. That actually showed this kind of passing by the Earth back in February, but now it's much closer, and so it's something I'm going to keep an eye on. Okay, so this is time-lapse photography showing, the moon last night from the United States. But you can see that there's a lot going on in the moon as it goes across the sky. I'll let you just evaluate it yourself. You can see different orbs and things like that, reflecting similar to what we see off the sun. And then, so I always like time-lapse photography. It seems like you can learn a lot from time-lapse. And here, we're going to look at kind of a series of photos from Alaska again that just kind of show the big red orb. Again, from the FAA weather sites that we sent links on one of the last videos we did. But again, this red orb seems to show up. This is the one that we see, that I think we saw in Leon early in the year, just getting bigger. And I believe that this might be the Herboculus. I wish I could pronounce anything and be a smarter guy, but I guess I'm just not. Well, we're getting the strawberry moons now on sunrises, and I suppose this is some kind of predictive event. I didn't know about it until just recently, and I'm a pretty big student of blood moons. But again, here we are, blood moons, concentric circles around the sun shields, halos. And here we go again from Colorado, a person that caught a double you know, sunset and light source during the sunset in the east.
Like big ball. Do you see that, honey? Tell. In the sky is this little ball right here. Like big ball. Do you see that, honey? That doesn't look right, does it?
Where?
Right here. And then I'm going to go around this post and show you these two light sources from the east. What time of day is it right now, honey?
It's 8:20.
8:20. That's Mountain Standard Time here.
Okay, so it's time now for the subscriber photo review from the last couple of days, and just like I said, I just can't get through my email without finding just remarkable photographs. Now this is from Plattsburgh Owl Skycam. We've seen this kind of phenomenon before, but again, this is one of those things where we have the sun rising in the east and the light source very clearly in the west and some kind of orb in the middle. And it's just, these are very compelling shots. I don't care what you say about Skycam, those are compelling. And then here we're seeing in Chile, remember I was talking about the three orbs that were coming through in photographs as dark spots? Well, here they are. You can actually see them illuminated by the sun, which I think is quite interesting. Now, here's something I wanted to get to, though. Somebody had done a near-Earth object analysis for us, and what it's saying basically is similar to our earthquake patterns and other patterns that we've seen, that the near-Earth objects within 1 AU or 1 lunar distance has seen a dramatic jump. It's just another sign that that potentially a system is coming close to it with a debris field. And a lot of these objects in 2016 aren't discovered until like the day before, and sometimes they don't even discover until they go by. And there's that Danish Frank again, which we've looked at before. Here's a photograph that's interesting only from the sense that if you can see, there might be some kind of a huge orb behind there in the sky. And I don't discount that theory yet, because I keep seeing weird stuff in my own sky like this where it's dark in one area and it's hard to tell what's going on. Now, here's a little series of photographs that we're going to look at that relate to something that Roy has shown us, and Roy is our good friend. So he's taken a photograph from one of the all-sky cameras and noticed that there was like a little hole in it. And then he took some of the high-altitude balloon footage that we had, along with this some other photographs to compare to it, right? And basically took it and corroborated some of the refractions, huge refractions that we had on the sky. On the balloon flight, so you can just kind of look at that kind of stuff too, and just interesting things that we're pulling together. This I wanted to get to though is because it's from Hong Kong again, and I mean rather from the China area, and we're just getting a very clear picture of this orb from the Skycam network now, and I believe that it's it is very compelling, and especially since we're still seeing that object in Hong Kong still, everybody. So that's still kind of sitting there. Again, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not sure what to think of it yet. Okay, here we actually saw that the moon had a little friend on June 21st. And then here's an interesting photograph in that we're seeing this potential lens flare in the background. But check this one out, man. That looks like no lens flare because the sun is actually shining right in front of it. Do you notice that? Look at that. Could that be some kind of a lens anomaly? I don't think so in this case. I think that's an orb in space. Here's a really good photograph taken by one of the subscribers that shows this object slightly obfuscating the sun. Guys, we're looking and seeing these objects, okay? And we're taking photographs of them, and people are trying to get you off of the fact that there is a system coming into our solar system. I try to bring the most credible sources I can find to come and talk about this subject. But guys, it really is getting to be, I think, maybe the last summer that we might have to prepare. So again, when I'm showing you this stuff, understand I'm showing you this to try to convince you with overwhelming corroborating evidence that there are things in our sky that people aren't telling you about, and then it might be a good idea to get ready. Did you guys hear about the DEFCON 3 yesterday? I wonder what that's all about. But here is an excellent capture because we actually have the reflection of the sun off of this object, and you can see that it's not a lens flare because the sun is down here and this object is up here, and it's not surrounded by any kind of light or anything like that. It is indeed an object. Here's another one from our famous Mexico cams. And the reason I wanted to pull this one up is just keep seeing this greenish thing showing up in photographs and all Skycam photos. Let's keep trying to keep an eye out on that thing, because here you go. Here's it on the Skycam network. Really, all these things are lens flares, guys. No, all of these things can't be just lens flares. And I really want you to think hard about it, spiritually think about it, and pray and ask God if what I'm telling you is the truth or not. That might be a good place to start. But here's something that I noticed on the 18th and the 17th was this strange effect of, and this is a photograph taken on the left, and this is an all Skycam image taken on the right. This I can't explain at all, guys. And I saw a similar effect in some of the balloon footage that we have too. Any ideas would be great. The person who sent this told me it was aluminum particles in the sky, which I could go with. Here you can see them trying to, obfuscate or chemtrail these lines, almost looking like they're trying to match the lines on this orb so that it's harder to see it. But again, that orb is standing out in space by itself. It's not a lens flare. It's not going to be much longer. People are going to start seeing this in the sky without using a camera, guys, and I want you to be ready for it. Oh, by the way, did you also notice that our group list has been updated, and now we have a national coordinator, James Madden, who is my friend, who is a great trusted advisor of mine already and has been coordinating all the groups. Please, if you don't already have some kind of plan going on, reach out to a group, a WSO group. They're going to help you. We're not looking to take anything from you. We don't want anything from you. All we want you to do is to have a plan, and we'll help you with those plans. Here's another picture of the halo. Oh, here's a great, one of those great sunset rainbows that are only red color. Again, I think that this big red object is getting closer and closer. Here we got another kind of wane type picture where we see like an orb in the background sky. And then here's Sharon's photo that we talked about before. Again, just very interesting photo manipulation brought out this effect. So it tells me that we might be onto something with the shield idea. And then check, this one out, right? So I'll back it out for you so you can see. But this is just a compelling photograph of something there. It could be either a UFO or an object in space. More halo. And this is that sunrise in New York where we have the light source in the east to corroborate the Pittsburgh stuff. And it's just like everywhere you look, there's evidence, guys. Everywhere you look, there's something going on, and it's getting worse and worse. The country's gone to DEFCON 3. We've got all kinds of phenomenon, all kinds of happenings. The weather is weird and out of whack. The near-Earth objects are out of whack. The earthquakes are out of whack. So, again, I'm not trying to scare you or have fear porn or anything like that, but I'm really, really, really encouraging you to really think about your spiritual life and really think about a relationship with Yahweh through His Son, Yeshua. So, please think about it, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Until next time, Steve Olson, WSO, signing off.